Welcome to SA Footballer TV. Wayne, how are you?
Good time yourself?
Excellent. Division 5, mate. New boards, new segments.
All our new sponsors.
We've given away a ton of awards. It's your shout.
Flashing across the screen now as we dribble.
It is going, it is happening, but we are into the action straight away because Division 5 is already starting to interest me this year. And I'll tell you what, he's long gone with his tail between his legs, Trev. He had a rough year last year. And the doggies haven't made every poster winner just yet this year. They've gone to Hope Valley and they've been comfortably beaten. 17-15 to 10-15. A 7-goal win. Lee Duggan, the evergreen star from Hope Valley, with 4. Hellman's the best player for Hope Valley. For Rosewater,
Pagey kicked 2, Coach 2, and Reardon and Pepe in the best players.
Yeah, I think we tipped Rosewater, didn't we?
I think we did going up there, yeah. I think...
expecting more, didn't deliver. All the players going back in. And
Trev tells us that it's looking greener and greener and at his window, but it just doesn't seem to be happening at the moment, which Steamboat wouldn't be too impressed about, no doubt. But, you know, they're going to get all their players back now. They'll start to come back in due to their misdemeanours last year and the like. So hopefully after Easter, things will start to turn for the doggies.
the thing that worries me about this division is there seems to be a gap. It's only 2 rounds in, developing between the top and the bottom.
Yep.
And that gap could only get bigger. No close matches on the weekend. Well, there was one reasonably close match, and that was Glenunga.
6 goals, yep.
Yeah. Glenunga 16-16, 112. Woody South 11-10, 76. Glenunga, it was Prosser and Bennett and Ward all kicked 3. Mickey McMahon, as he's made a good start as well with a couple. Ex-Larko, have to be Xavier Larko.
Had to be Xavier, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That was their best player. Whilst Woody South.
Haynes and McNeil and Pryor all kicking 2. Jackson Edwards and Ward and Haynes in the best.
Yeah, again, this game was 5 points of difference at half time. But Glenunga through their class kicking 8-8 in the second half to just 3 goals. You know, really have come up trumps, and it's interesting to note as well that Reid, you guess what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That win was without Captain Andy Reid yet to play for Glenunga, so he will be a huge in lightning fast pace, the former North Adelaide
Yes.
superstar. Oh, he's a superstar. He's my mate. So he's a superstar.
Yep.
Right.
No, fair enough. And Luke Teasdale hasn't played either, has he?
Teasdale, yeah. No, he hasn't. Yeah.
No, so they've got a bit more to come in yet. So things are looking all right for Glenunga.
Yeah, I think Harron as well is a former Sturt League player. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah, I reckon you might be right there, Tommy.
Could be wrong.
There we go.
Might be right. Blackfriars have started the season with a bang, and we said that they'd win well, and they certainly have. It was Blackfriars 25-14 to Greenacres 13-14. To Greenacres' credit, they certainly hung with them. Only 5 goals down at 3/4 time. Actually up at quarter time and a goal the difference at half time. But I guess maybe fitness, maybe that depth in the last
24 goals after quarter time is a pretty powerhouse display though.
Yeah, certainly.
Yep.
And Pete Smith kicked 6 for Greenacres, and he actually won in the losing team our Player of the Week award. We think that's fantastic.
Yep.
Kicking 6. So well done. Asfaha was also very good. Asfaha.
And for Blackfriars, Scafidi, Muta.
The great Muta.
Scafidi. No, I haven't.
Okay.
No. With 5, Valenti with 3. Sammy Horsell and Luke Bortolotti in the best. So, yeah, Blacks have been around the mark. People forget they've won. They won a flag in 6, went up to 5.
Had some bad finals runs, some straight sets action, haven't they?
But they've had a few injuries and blokes being away on holidays and things like that. When the time counts, they seem to be starting to get it all together though now. You know, and they're.
How many goal kickers in the 25? Don't count them.
12,
13.
I was close.
Really good signs.
So a good spread. So that's a good sign for them.
Yep. No Clark Rantassa this week. One of them played.
Both of them played. Yep.
I thought they meant to be 1-on-1 off. Maybe it's a 2-on-2 off.
Might be 2-2, mate. Yeah.
Do work away. So yeah. Kenilworth. Not that funny. Kenilworth went down to CBC. CBC would be thrilled with that one. It was at St Mary's Park. Kenilworth 5-11, CBC 13-8. All single goal kickers for Kenilworth, with Chester their best. For the Dolphins.
For the Dolphins?
It's probably more of a Dolphin than what I did.
Pickering with 3, Madigan with 2. Madigan getting best and Pickering also second best. So good signs there for the Dolphins. Like I said last week, I don't know whether I said it on air or off air, but we've got a pretty good mail that Nathan Rayner, ex-Fitzroy Woody South player, Been out playing at Nurulpa in the Barossa League, supposedly signed at CBC, and we're going to see him after Easter. So that'll add some good strength to their midfield. So,
It'll be handy.
Yeah, they're very handy for them. So.
Yep. And I think you tipped this, but I call it an upset because we've said, I think we all agreed Karaka would make the grand final. We did say it could possibly be a grand final preview. It was your old mob, which is a few of them. Lockleys, 22, come on, Coxie, 22-13, 145. Karaka, 16-14, 110. For Puraka. And this one was at Quinlivan Drive, Limblom Park.
Yep.
But maybe they did take my warning and they had spent a bit long on the Flying Fox down there, but Baker was their best with 7 in a standout performance. But for Lockleys.
Simon Ascoli kicked 6, Jones 3, Crow 3, and
Narcy's also kicked 3.
Narcy's kicked 3 as well. Actually, something interesting, Liam Narcy's actually lives in Darwin these days.
Does he?
So he's only going to come down and play a few games. Probably play half a dozen games throughout the year. He's a school teacher up there, so good to see Narcy still kicking goals. Best players, Shawnee Crow and Cade Bowes.
Nice little segue. Shawnee Crow, congratulations. You didn't just get best players for Lockleys, but you are our...
Crazy Horse Player of the Week.
So you and 3 friends are off to the horse. I don't know what... That was more that inappropriate music that you see on those films.
It was, yes. Anyway.
So well done to Shawnee Crow. Try and keep your clothes on and let them
the girls entertain you. Yes.
So, great work there. So Lockleys, just quickly having a little skim at the ladder. They're top. And Zwecki, Ebby Cockering. We're going to get a chance to catch up with Zwecki on Saturday. So I'll look forward to hearing a little bit about Lockleys.
Yeah, no, they're moving along nicely. Talking to Stephen today, actually, and he's quite happy at where they're at. So
he's happy that they're top. Thanks for the scoop.
Well, he's got blokes like Chad Spur, who's left Trinity and moved into the area. Rang Steve and said, listen, I'm looking for someone to play footy. If rubbing his hands together. Chad's running around the B grade, so he's looking to come in after Easter and things like that. It's only going to strengthen him.
Okay, I know what's coming, that's all. Not regarding what you're saying, what's going to happen in the background here. Balls dropped for me. So the 10 million, I was at Lockleys tonight actually, doing a bit of work, and the $10 million renovation hasn't started, so it's not that's luring the players, it's just Lockleys are putting a good club together, and good things happening at Lockleys. Let's get on to this week's games, mate.
CBC and Glenunga at Audi Arena.
At Thebarton,
Thebarton, yes.
So it's a big arena. You'd think the big names would be back in the form of Teesdale and maybe even the DOS Andy Reid. He loves... I'll tell you what, if it's warm as well, he'll oil himself up. He's always one of those guys. He loves the oil.
You're getting a little excited.
The DOS yes. I made him MC at my wedding. A bit of me time for the DOS. He loved it.
CBC for me.
No, I'm going Glenunga. Probably my heart tipping that one. But CBC, if they win, they'll be in the 5. Glenunga undefeated at this stage, and winning form's good form.
Edward Smith Reserve, Green Acres and Hope Valley.
I was at Edward Smith Reserve just last night. As you know, I'm a very big fan of their buffet.
You are, yes.
And most buffets for that matter, but great restaurant, and always trying to support my local clubs. So they won't win though. Hope Valley have impressed me so far this year, going undefeated, probably again.
Hope Valley for me as well. I think Green Acres... All the talk has been that Green Acres are going to struggle. They're holding their own, to their credit, but I just don't see them having them...
I think the damn walls will break at some point. They'll get some wins, there's no doubt about it.
Players like your Benny Rawlings and the like that have left, they're hard to replace. So, Hope Valley for me.
Yeah, Hope Valley had a young squad last year. They've worked with them, they've got the games into them, and now they're starting to reap the benefits. The Valleys, Rosewater and Woody South, both winless, sitting 7th and 8th. Both teams, it's only early in the season, but geez, they need to win.
Rosewater for me, at home.
Woody South coming up off the premiership, I expected them to probably have more of an impact earlier than what they have. Rosewater last year, I thought would play in a grand final. So I don't know. It's a toss of a coin job for me. Rosewater because it's at home, and they can win big games. And
after round 2, they should be about 90%.
Next one we'll go to St Mary's Park, where Kenilworth take on Paraka. Paraka, not a shock loss, but a loss against a fellow contender, will bounce back with a vengeance and win by 10 to 12.
Bulls for me as well,
No ball there.
No ball, Tommy.
Match of the round,
Match
please.
of the round, yes, match of the round.
It's 1v2.
1v2. All 3 games last year, between these two clubs were under 10 points.
Yep.
Okay?
The margin.
We're talking about Lockleeds and Blackfriars at Lockleeds Oval. Massive game. Massive game. Lockleeds for me.
Lockleys for me as well. I really think they're going to have a very big year, Lockleys. And, you know, Stephen Zweck, he's been around the traps. He's not the kind of guy that's going to allow these boys to get ahead of themselves.
Yep.
And you know what? They're coming up against the big teams early as well, which is probably a good thing for them.
Good thing. So they, especially they get away with them early wins against the top sides that are expected to be top. You know, you're looking at, you know, they could end up fairly sitting top after at the break.
He just put 3 balls there.
Did he?
That was 3. Well done, boys. It's all happening at the Portland Hotel.
Yes, yep.
They were all bigs, mate. They were all bigs, all 3 of them. The Portland Hotel, we love our great sponsors. Thanks for watching Div 5. The venue's free. We love it.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. We'll be back next week.
See you guys.